What's up, guys? Welcome back. Going to just give you a little update on the Wagon. I just ran into a few problems. Some of the problems is that yeah, it's heavy as shit with that transmission on there. So I had pulled the engine out and and I wanted to see what the transmission was going to be like bolting it up. So I did a quick test fit on how it's gonna bolt up to the engine, and well, I should have known it's gonna be perfect, but I just wanted to go over it again. So I also put in my oil cooler adapter, and then I made some transmission oil cooling lines here. Let me give you guys a little close up. All right, so that is let me see. Oh, ICT billet. ICT billet. That's where I got that from. So I got that adapter on there, and then I got the lines and everything from I'm brain dead today. Anyway, so I got those on there. Those are -6. I do know that, and I just have them just ran out all the way around, just hanging there. And also my oil cooling lines, I got them sitting there. So that was pretty much it on the engine and transmission. Now the problem that I was having was my engine hoist. So when I tried to pick up this engine and transmission, my engine hoist seemed like it was struggling. The Harbor Freight, I think Harbor Freight one. So what I was gonna do, I had cut off the bash bar, and then I realized I forgot my dumb butt. I forgot I made it where to unbolt. So yeah, I screwed that up too. I was just having a bad day, so I just left the engine here and just went home. So what I was gonna do is, the second part I was gonna do, let me so the second thing I wanted to do, I was gonna just cut the core support and have it where it's removable, so then I could just slide the engine and transmission in and just be totally fine. And then I thought about it. I was like, stop being lazy, just hoist it or slide the transmission, or just jack the car up, slide the transmission under, or drop it in from the top. It'll be totally fine. And just put it in there like it was installed regularly, and then drop the engine and bolt it together. But the only thing is, I thought maybe I couldn't get to these top bolts from the top back there, but it's actually I can. So when I dropped the engine back down in there, and just to test to see if I could be able to get to those bolts, yeah, not a problem, as long as you don't have an intake or nothing else on the back side of it. So so that's what I got to do there. So right now I have no torque converter in there. I'm still waiting on that Circle D torque converter. So I'm waiting on it to get that, and then I can go ahead and put it all back together. The second thing I wanted to talk about is the turbo placement. Now I had made several spots where I wanted it, but then I realized this is not a race car. So I was gonna put them pretty much in the front, and let me see, it was gonna be like in this area here. But if I do that, then I would need a motor plate to go right here, so I could have some type of stability to bolt and secure the turbo so they won't fall off, because I just don't want them hanging off the manifolds. So the second thing I can do is mount them to the engine head here, you know, up high, but then they'll be out the hood. I kind of thought about that, I really did. And then I was like, no. So the only other place where everybody else puts him is right in this area here. So on this side it'll be here, and then on this side it'll be over here in this area. So basically right where this bar is here, in here. I will have to cut those out, and then it's another company that makes them where they're smaller, so we could put the turbos there. But I'll probably end up making them myself because that's what I do, and I'll just make them myself. I don't think it's that hard. You just have a couple spots where you bolt it and then just run a tube there. Very simple. So I will probably do that and just go ahead and mount the turbos lower. And I also want to build my own headers. I want to build my own headers. Let me just put it that way. I want to, but then I'm thinking like, it's probably best if I just buy some and not just try to build them. I think it'd be easier. But I just wanted to do everything myself. So I want to give you an example what I'm talking about. Some people can't picture it. I don't know the actual terminology for it, but they can't picture it. I'm totally opposite. I could picture a lot of things, but it just don't turn out the way I pictured it. Not all the time. Sometimes it does, not all the time. So this is what I was talking about, how the turbo is gonna sit in a car. But it'll be a little bit closer in. Reason why I can't do it now because there's jack standing in the way. But it's gonna be something like this. So the exhaust will come down like this and then come right into here. And then the exhaust from the turbo will follow the OEM path back to the mufflers, even though I'm not gonna have any mufflers. Now normally on a CTS-V, the oil cooler is bolted right here. So I can actually push the turbo in a little bit closer. Just have to, I will have a blanket on the hot housing side to protect everything from getting cooked. And also I have line protectors for these as well, so they won't get burned. On the other side, I won't have that problem. Actually, it's wider open on the other side. Not like this one because I got all these lines and everything next to it, so it shouldn't be that bad. Other than that, the only other thing I'm waiting on besides the torque converter is BTR to come out with the new Trinity intake for the Cathedral, if I could pronounce that correct. But I'm almost on a fence to just go ahead and order the square ports and just get the adapters because I'm ready to get this going. I'm ready to start it. I'm tired of it sitting here not doing anything. And I was just gonna just say screw it and piss everybody off and put a K-swap it. Twin turbo K-swap. People would have been, what the did you do? I wanted to be that guy. I really did. I wanted to be that guy. Cause I got plenty of K engines here. I got two K24s and a K20 that I was just gonna put it in there. I mean, it would have sounded like crazy, but it would have been fine with me. The second thing I thought about doing with this is just getting it all set up, get some stock headers and all that good stuff, and just start it without the whole turbo system. I'm still on the fence about that. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet, but I do have all the stuff to build the turbo headers. I kind of want to do that soon, but I'm still actually one of the things is that the air and gas place, so I could get some more gas for the welder. They didn't go out of business. I think they just moved, so I just got to find another spot to go take that. But that's it so far on the CTS. I do have all the other accessories. I'm just waiting on the power steering pump, and that's it. The alternator is going over here. It's not gonna, the lines where it's running right now, that's not gonna be right there. In this area right here, the alternator is gonna go here. It actually kind of bolts up right to this and lines with this just perfectly. Only thing I saw a problem with, it was just barely touching right here. So I don't know, I might end up, because I know it mounts differently on a real CTS V and not a Tribute like I'm trying to build. But on the other side, the air conditioning, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I haven't looked for actually I did. I have a compressor saved in my cart and on Amazon from a CTS V, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. I kind of want to, just to get it all, because I have the condenser, everything else is there. I just need the actual compressor, and I'm not having anything in a way that would stop me from putting that there, because the turbo is going to be back behind it, and it's just going to be a filter type deal on the turbos. I'm not going to drive it in the rain or anything like that. Oh, and then the second thing is the drain back from the turbos back into the engine. And I have to get like a sump pump and an oil pump and all that good stuff. And I'm not sure where I want to mount that yet. I have to do some more research on that, because I'm just trying to piece this together on a budget, because I don't have 10 grand for the actual twin turbo full system for this car. I'm not even halfway to that amount of money that I have invested already for the turbo system that I have. I have some of the tubing, I have a flex pipe, the intercooler, the turbos, the wastegates, the blow off valves. I have all that stuff, and I'm not even close to $5,000 on that. So this is a bowling on a budget, a budget bill. It's really budget. Luckily, I have Scott to help me out with the engine block. Even though he helped me with the engine block. Most of the internals is from him. All like the rods, the crank, the cylinder heads, and the pistons. Even though I had to buy, it was some pistons that he had laying around, and I just had to buy some 2 more because they was just totally destroyed. But I gotta say thank you a lot to him, because without him, I wouldn't have this project going this far already. So that's it. That's it for this. I'm not gonna do any work today, because it's like 100 degrees right now, and I am dying right now, and I want to be in this heat, because I already got close to a heat stroke before when I was working at home outside all day, and I don't want to do that again. Wait till it cool down. It's been, when I came and did this, I think it was like 70 something degrees outside, and I came like late in the evening, and I wasn't doing anything, so I just came here. And I didn't bring my camera, so I couldn't film anything. I had my phone, but I was listening to the music on my phone, so sorry about that, guys. But this is just a short video of the engine and what my ideas. I want to get it done, running as soon as possible, because I want to do other projects. And I want to start taking my scoot apart, because I want to paint the rims and maybe lower it down just a tad bit. And I'm looking into maybe stretching it out some and do some more custom work to it, so that it'll look decent. Right now it's like grandpa mode. Come grandpa. So other than that, guys, well, thank you so much, and please comment, like, and subscribe. It's free, like I said. It's totally free, and I won't bug you guys to death with videos and this and that. So please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a message. If you have any questions, you know, everybody asks me questions, I try to get back to them as soon as possible. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. Also, the guys that follow me with the Element, I still have that center console. If anybody wants it, please message me or email me. If you want it, if you locally, just come pick it up. If you want it shipped, I probably can ship it, but you gotta pay for shipping. I don't want to pay for shipping, because I don't want to be locked out of money of that. And I think it's still sitting all the way down there in that area. All right, I don't want to keep going, but thank you guys so much. Until then, I'll see you guys next week.